Good morning, class. Today we will continue the irrational number. I have told you already the definition what are irrational numbers. A number which is not rational is an irrational number. All the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals are irrational. Here we have to study how we can prove that a given number is an irrational number. Like how we can prove root 2 is an irrational number, root 3 is an irrational number, like this. So before do it, firstly we have to write one theorem. If a n belongs to the natural number, if a and n are natural numbers and p be a prime number, if a n is natural number and p be a prime number, then if p divides a to the power n, then p divides a. See this theorem. If a and n belongs to natural number and p be a prime number, or we can suppose here let a n belongs to natural number and p be a prime number, then if p divides a to the power n may be any natural number, a to the power 2, a to the power 3, a to the power 4. So if p divides a to the power 2, then p divides a also. If we take n is equal to 3, so p divides a to the power 3, it means p will divide a also. This is the meaning of this theorem. Next theorem is, let a b belongs to natural number and p be a prime number. P be a prime number, then if p divides ab, then p either divides a or divides b or divides both, or divides both. So we have to take the help of these two theorems to prove a given irrational number. So see the first one. Let a n belongs to the set of natural number, p be a prime number, and if p divides a to the power n, then p divides a. Let a be natural number, p be a prime number, and if p divides ab, then p either divides a or divides b or divides both. So we will take the help of this theorem to prove a given number irrational. So let us take one question. First one, prove that root 3 is an irrational. We have to prove that root 3 is an irrational. So how we can prove? Firstly we will suppose let root 3 is not a rational, is not an irrational, it is a rational. Firstly we will suppose that root 3 is not an irrational number, it is a rational number. So we know that rational number can be written in the form of p by q. So therefore we can write root 3 is equal to P by Q, where P and Q have no common factor except 1. So we have supposed root 3 is not an irrational, it is a rational, and when it is a rational, we can write it equal to P by Q form, where P and Q is in its lowest form. P and Q have no common factor except 1. Squaring on both sides. So squaring on both the sides. So what we will get? We will get 3. This will be P square upon Q square. Cross multiply. We will get P square is equal to 3Q square. So what we see here? P square is the multiple of 3. It means P square is divisible by 3. Or we can say that 3 divides P square. 3 is a prime number. So we can write here 3 divides P square. So by the first theorem, if P is a prime number, it divides A to the power n, then P divides A also. Here 3 divides P square, so 3 will divide P also. So this implies 3 divides P. And if 3 divides P, it means P is the multiple of 3. P is a multiple of 3. So let P is equal to 3K. 3 divides P, it means P is multiple of 3. So we can suppose P is equal to 3K. Take this is equation number 1. We will put the value of P in equation number 1. So putting P is equal to 3K in first. So it is 3K whole square is equal to 3Q square. 3K whole square means 9K square. 3Q square, divide both sides by 3. 3 3 ja. So Q square is equal to 3K square. Q square is equal to 3K square. It means what? Q square is multiple of 3. So 3 divides Q square. This implies 3 divides Q square. By the theorem, we can write 3 divides Q also. 3 divides Q also means 3 is a factor of Q. 3 is a factor of Q. So we see that 3 divides Q and 3 divides P. It means 3 is a common factor of P and Q both. So we can write here. Thus we see that 3 is a common factor. 3 is a common factor of P and Q. But we have supposed that P and Q have no common factor except 1. And according to our supposition, we are getting 3 is a common factor of P and Q. It means it contradicts our supposition. So 3 is a common factor of P and Q, which contradicts the fact that P and Q have no common factor except 1. Here 3 is a common factor of P and Q, but we have supposed that P and Q have no common factor except 1. So it contradicts the fact that P and Q have no common factor except 1. It means what? Our supposition is wrong. Hence root 3 is not a rational, it is an irrational number. So therefore our supposition is wrong. Hence root 3 is not a rational. Root 3 is not a rational, it is an irrational number. So therefore our supposition is not correct, it is wrong. Hence root 3 is not a rational, it is an irrational. Because when we suppose root 3 is a rational, we are getting 3 is a common factor of P and Q, which contradicts the fact that it has no common factor except 1. So in this way we can prove a given number is an irrational number. Like root 2, root 3, root 5, we can prove it. Next, suppose we have to prove 2 plus root 3 is an irrational. We have to prove 2 plus root 3 is an irrational. In the previous example, we have proved that root 3 is an irrational. Here we have to show that 2 plus root 3 is an irrational. Firstly, what we will suppose? We will suppose let 2 plus root 3 is a rational. Let 2 plus root 3 is a rational. And 2 plus root 3 is equal to R. R is a rational number. Let 2 plus root 3 is equal to R. So what will be root 3? R minus 2. R is rational, 2 is rational. So R minus 2 will be rational. R and 2 are rational. Therefore, R minus 2 will be a rational. R is rational according to supposition. 2 is also rational number, we know it. Difference of 2 rational number is again a rational number. So R minus 2 is rational. And R minus 2 is equal to root 3. It means root 3 is rational. So therefore, root 3 is a rational number. According to our supposition, we see that root 3 is a rational number. But we know that root 3 is not a rational. It is an irrational. But we know that root 3 is not a rational. Root 3 is not a rational. It is an irrational. We know that root 3 is not a rational, it is an irrational. It means what? Our supposition is wrong. So again we will write. So therefore, our supposition is wrong. Hence 2 plus root 3 is not a rational. Hence 2 plus root 3 is not a rational, it is an irrational. It is an irrational. Proved. So firstly we will suppose that the given number is not an irrational number, it is a rational number. Then we reach at the contradiction, and from there we can write our supposition is not correct, it is wrong. Hence the given number is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. So in this way we can prove a given number is an irrational number. Now next point. Next point, sum of a rational and irrational, sum of a rational and irrational is an irrational number. Sum of a rational number and irrational number is an irrational number. Example, a plus root b or a minus root b, like this, where this is the rational and this one irrational. A is rational, root b is irrational. Their sum will be irrational. A is rational, root b irrational. Their difference will be irrational. Next point, product of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number is an irrational. Product of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number is an irrational. Example, we can take a root b, where a not equal to 0. Root b is irrational and a is rational, but it is non-zero rational. If it will be 0 into root b, it will be 0, and 0 is a rational number. So a non-zero rational number and irrational number, product of both will be irrational. Their quotient will be also irrational. A upon root b, it is also a rational number. So a root b, a upon root b, a plus root b, a minus root b, these type of numbers are irrational numbers. Next one, rationalization. Rationalization. How we can rationalize an irrational number to make it rational. So, process of multiplying a given irrational number by another irrational number Process of multiplying a given irrational number by another irrational number to make it rational. To make it rational is called rationalization. Is called rationalization. So process of multiplying a given one irrational number is given. To make it rational, we will multiply it by another irrational number. So this process is called rationalization. And both the irrational numbers are called rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor of each other. Both the rational numbers are called rationalizing factor of each other. We will try to understand with the help of one example. So suppose 2 plus root 3. 2 plus root 3 is one irrational number. We have to make it rational. So we are multiplying this rational number by 2 minus root 3. So what we will get? 2 square minus root 3 square. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 means rational. 1 means rational. So to make 2 plus root 3 rational, we are multiplying this irrational number by 2 minus root 3. So this process is called rationalization. And each factor, each irrational numbers is called rationalizing factor of each other. So 2 plus root 3 is rationalizing factor of 2 minus root 3, and 2 minus root 3 is rationalizing factor of 2 plus root 3. So both are rationalizing factor of each other. 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. Both are rationalizing factor of each other. So this is about rationalization and rationalizing factor. It is also called conjugate irrational number. They are also called conjugate irrational numbers. Conjugate irrational. So 2 plus root 3 conjugate irrational is 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3 conjugate irrational number is 2 plus root 3. We will change the sign of the irrational part. We will change the sign of the irrational part. Next topic is surd. What is surd? If A is a positive rational number, then nth root of A is called a surd of order of order n. If a is a positive rational number, then nth root of a is called a surd of order n. If a is not equal to nth power of any rational number, so what is surd? Nth root of a is called surd if we cannot take the nth root of a. If a is a positive rational number and we cannot take the nth root of a, then it is called surd. Every surd is an irrational number. So here definition is n must be greater than 1. Nth root of a, n must be greater than 1. n may be 2, 3, 4. A is positive rational number. Then nth root of a is called a surd of order n. If 3 is written here, we will write order 3. If a is not equal to nth power of any rational number, means we cannot write a is equal to any rational to the power n. If we cannot write a is equal to nth power of any rational number, then this is called surd. Means what? If we cannot take the nth root of a, then it is called surd. See example. Square root 27, cube root of 27, it is a surd or not? So check here. What is a? A is 27, it is positive, but 27 can be written 3 to the power 3. 27 can be written 3 to the power 3. So it is not a surd. So therefore it is not a surd. It is not a surd. We can write root 5 or cube root 5. It is a surd because we cannot write 5 as a cube of any rational number. We cannot write 5 as a cube of any rational number. That's why it is a surd. But here cube root of 27, we can write 27 as the cube of 3, so it is not a surd. Every surd is an irrational. You can write here, every surd is an irrational number. So this is about the surd. How we can write a real number between two given real numbers? So we can write here, note, a real number between a and b is equal to a plus b by 2. A real number between a and b, we can take a plus b by 2. And next point, an irrational number between a and b is root ab. An irrational number between a and b is root ab if we cannot take exact square root of ab. So an irrational number between two numbers a and b can be written under root ab, can be taken under root product of ab if we cannot take the square root of ab exactly. Otherwise it is not irrational. See example, root 4 and 9. If we have to insert one irrational number between 4 and 9 and we are taking like this 4 into 9, 36, its square root is 6, where 6 is what? 6 is a rational number. It cannot be irrational. So if we cannot take the exact square root of this product, then root ab will be irrational number between a and b. And many methods are there to insert irrational number, rational number between two given numbers. I have taken two questions here. Find a real number between 3 and root 3. Find a real number between 3 and root 3. So I have told you how we can write a real number between 3 and root 3 is equal to what? 3 plus root 3 upon 2. A real number between a and b is a plus b upon 2. So 3 plus root 3 by 2. And in next question, find an irrational number between 2 and 3. So I have told you an irrational number between a and b is what? Root ab. But if we cannot take the square root of ab, so we can write here an irrational number between 2 and 3 is equal to what? Square root of 2 into 3, square root of 6. So root 6 is an irrational number between 2 and 3. We cannot take the square root of 6. So I have taken two questions here. Let us take one more question. Find two rational numbers between the pair of irrational number. Find two rational number. Next question. Find two rational number between root 5 and root 7. Between root 5 and root 7. We have to insert two rational number between these two irrational number. How we will do? Firstly, see here. Take the square of root 5. It will be 5. Take the square of root 7. It will be 7. Now we have to take two such numbers between 5 and 7 whose square root can be taken. Listen again. Firstly, take the square of both the numbers. Root 5 square 5, root 7 square 7. Now we have to take two such numbers between 5 and 7 whose square root can be taken. So we can take 5 less than 5.76 and 5.76 less than 6.25 less than 7. 5.76, 6.25. Now take the square root. So root 5 less than root 5.76 less than root 6.25 less than root 7. So root 5 less than, what is the square root of 5.76? 2.4. 6.25 square root 2.5 less than root 7. So between root 5 and root 7, we are getting these two numbers which are rational. So these two numbers are what? They are rational numbers. So we have to insert two rational numbers between these two numbers. So firstly take the square of both number, and we have to insert two rational number. So we will take two numbers between 5 and 7 such that whose square root can be taken exactly. So between 5 and 7 I have taken two numbers 5.76 and 6.25, because we know that square root of 5.76 it will be 2.4 and 6.25 square root is 2.5. Both are rational. So in this way we can insert a rational number or an irrational number between two given numbers. I hope that these things are clear to you. Try to do some problems yourself. If any doubt, you can ask. Okay, thank you class.